2 soldiers of Skelya Regiment hold position, repelling attack by 6 Russians in Pokrovsk. 2 soldiers from the 425th Separate Assault Regiment Skelya managed to hold their position, successfully repelling an attack by 6 Russian invaders in the city of Pokrovsk. The regiment posted a video of the battle on their social media. At first, Ukrainian intelligence detected the movement of a large group of Russians in the city who were gathering on a nearby street. The enemy concentration was hit with fire from drones. Later, Ukrainian defenders spotted 6 Russian soldiers who launched an assault on the Ukrainian position, quickly covering a distance of about 200 meters. In the gunfight, 3 Russian soldiers were immediately neutralized. After that, 2 more soldiers approached, supported by Russian FPV drones. One of the attackers was eliminated by a Ukrainian FPV drone, leaving his partner alone. During the gunfight, he was wounded, after which Ukrainian troops finished him off. Later, Ukrainian FPV drones delivered final strikes and spotted 1 more Russian soldier alive, who was also eliminated in the gunfight. Recently, "I want to live" moment Russian soldier holds sign pleading to be taken prisoner by Ukrainian forces in shock vid. The Russian soldier is the latest of Putin's troops to surrender to Ukrainian forces. This is the shocking moment a Russian soldier surrendered to Ukrainian forces after pleading for his life with a message scribbled on cardboard. The 16th Army Corps said drone pilots operating near Lyman, a city in Ukraine's Kharkiv region, spotted the soldier signaling his desire to surrender. Drone footage shows a small building with cardboard signs displayed in a window. One message read, "Please take me prisoner, I want to live." It is understood the soldier had been instructed by his superiors to give himself up. Moments later, another sign appeared in the window, again asking for his life to be spared. A Ukrainian drone operator then responded, giving the soldier clear instructions on how to surrender safely. 2 Ukrainian troops later approached the building and escorted the Russian soldier into custody. Confirming the surrender was successful, the 16th Army Corps said the operation was carried out with support from the Shkval Special Unit of the 57th Separate Motorized Infantry Brigade. This is not the first time drones have played a role in Russian surrenders. Ukrainian forces have reported cases in which Russian troops were persuaded to lay down their arms after drones broadcast voice messages. In 2022, Ukraine released an instructional video providing Russian soldiers with a step-by-step guide on how to surrender to a Ukrainian drone. Drones are now being used more extensively in the war than in any previous conflict. Both sides heavily rely on them for reconnaissance and combat operations. Ukraine has also been actively encouraging Russian soldiers to surrender peacefully through initiatives such as its "I Want to Live" hotline. This latest incident comes days after Moscow accused Ukraine of firing towards Putin's home in Russia. Western countries disputed Russia's account of the alleged strike, with Ukrainian officials describing the evidence as laughable. Russia has since claimed it has handed data over to the US, which proves the attack. A video posted on the Russian Defense Ministry's Telegram channel shows the head of the main directorate of the General Staff of Russia's armed forces handing a device to the US attaché. Meanwhile, Russian attempt to storm Kupiansk using gas pipeline thwarted. 40 soldiers eliminated, Ukraine's 7th Corps says. Ukraine's 7th Rapid Response Corps said on January 5 that it had thwarted Russia's latest attempt to launch an attack on the Kupiansk sector in northeastern Kharkiv Oblast by using the Soyuz gas pipeline. Russia attempted to use the pipeline for a covert exit and further accumulation of forces in the Kupiansk area, in an operation that involved around 50 people, according to the 7th Corps. It claimed it eliminated at least 40 of them. Russia's recent pipeline operation had occurred north of Novoplatonivka, a village just 5 kilometers above the town of Borova, trying to move upward along the Oskil River in the direction of Kupiansk, the 7th Corps said. While its latest pipeline operation failed to achieve its objectives, Russia continues to deploy its troops in small groups to infiltrate between positions, according to the 7th Corps. The report comes as Russia tries to push across the front by launching heavy offensive operations on multiple axes, including in the Kupiansk sector, to recapture the city it lost to a 2022 Ukrainian counteroffensive. Russian troops are attempting to close in on Kupiansk from the north and east, aiming to solidify their presence on the western side of the Oskil River. Using underground passages in warfare is a centuries-old tactic that armies have used to bypass defenses by moving undetected.
Давай, давай!
Russia has adopted the method using decommissioned gas pipelines to bypass Ukrainian defenses and the threats posed by modern warfare. The goal is to avoid being detected by drones, artillery, and other strike systems, retired Ukrainian officer and defense expert Viktor Kevliuk told the Kyiv Independent in September 2025. The actions of the occupiers are under constant control of the defense forces and are being stopped, the 7th Corps said, praising its 77th Airborne Brigade's work in the Kupiansk sector. The pipeline tactic also has a huge cost for Moscow's forces. Russian independent media outlet Astra in July published a video of a soldier describing the chaos inside a pipe in Russia's Kursk Oblast, where Ukrainian forces launched an incursion in 2024. The man, later identified as Igor Garus from St. Petersburg, claimed that dozens of soldiers suffocated, committed suicide, or died in panic and delirium. People were going crazy there. One shot himself. One pointed a machine gun at himself. The second one smashed his head in, Garris says in the video.
What?